Hey guys, what is going on? Bobblez here. So within the world of Fortnite, a lot is going on at the moment. As we all know, Season 8 is actually going to be heading for a close very, very soon. We've only got a couple of weeks left. And you know what that means. There's obviously big updates within the world of Fortnite. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the updates on these dig sites that are going on around the world. And then as well as that, I'm going to be discussing a few things about Epic themselves. So their decisions about ballers in competitive games, what they've actually done about that, as well as cool gliders that are going to be coming into the game, and finally about a hacker that tried to get into the World Cup of Fortnite. Stay tuned to the very end of the video to not miss out on anything, because believe me, there are some very, very interesting topics within this video. But just before we do get into the video, I just want to say firstly, thank you for 900 subscribers. I'm on the road to 1,000, so obviously if you are new around here and you go on to enjoy the video, then please obviously leave a like and subscribe to me, because that 1k is so close now for me, so it really does mean a lot. Any support on the video, liking it, commenting, sharing it is incredibly appreciated, so thank you in advance. But jumping in with our first topic for this video, the dig sites. Now I've had dig sites, everyone knows about it by now. A couple of weeks ago we had our first one that was just on the outskirts around Paradise Palms sort of area, and then we've had the other one where Dusty Divot actually filled with lava. Nothing else really happened there, but moving on finally to the third one what we've had, which currently is under the way, is obviously Loot Lake. We had the dig site there obviously, and actually underneath all of the rocks at this dig site was indeed that metal bunker that I believe is the secret hidden base to the ruin guide that should be coming with these week 8 challenges in a couple of days. I made a video on both the ruin skin, all about him in the secret bunker, and as well as that, the leaked week 8 challenges, so go check out those videos. They are over in my Fortnite Season 8 playlist. But continuing with this Loot Lake, what's happened apart from obviously the metal bunker? Well, very recently there has actually been diggers found that have surrounded the ring of the water area within Loot Lake. Pretty crazy. Are they planning on maybe excavating? Are they planning on like digging the whole thing up and placing something new there? Maybe returning it even to its first initial state, what many of you guys might not have even seen, or maybe even not played Fortnite back then. I would personally love that because I really liked the old Loot Lake. It was a little bit boring, I guess. It's a lot more populated now. Maybe they might just make something completely new. Who knows? It's very exciting stuff, and obviously all updates that will happen within the Loot Lake dig site will be live on this channel. Don't worry, you are not going to miss out. But moving on to our second topic of the video, it's about the gliders that I was talking about earlier. There are these new gliders that Fortnite themselves have actually leaked themselves. A little bit weird how data miners haven't found them, and Fortnite was just kind of like, here you go, here they are. But yes, I can confirm they are country gliders. Now, this to me is very, very cool. I like it because we've obviously had other skins in the game, like the ski skins, where you could choose your certain country and then put the flag on the kind of skin itself, which is very cool. I like that a lot. Unfortunately, I don't have the ski skin, but this glider is definitely something that I would definitely be looking into buying if it does get released, which it should be very soon, obviously because Fortnite themselves have leaked it. So if we take a look at this tweet, Fortnite themselves did actually post this image with a tweet, and it was basically just promoting a map that someone's made. And if we look very closely into it, we can actually see that in the distance there is a glider, and it looks to me like that is the Japanese flag on it. It's white with a red circle. If that's not a Japanese flag, I don't know what is. That is very cool. I'm really hoping that is kind of like a little spoilery, leaky sort of thing to country gliders that will come into the game. Let me know down in the comments below if you will be using that glider if it does come out. Now moving on to a very controversial topic, and it's actually about the ballers. Should ballers be in the game in competitive and arena games? Now personally, I don't think they should be. I absolutely love the ballers. I think that they're an amazing vehicle. I'm so happy as well with the actual nerf that they got. So they're a little bit weaker now because I think they're actually used for vehicles, for getaway methods, rather than just camping methods. So I think Fortnite are definitely on the upside with these ballers, but should they be in competitive? No way, because so many players camp in them. In late game, you got a circle about that big, about the size of a 5p coin, and there's still like 30 players left. It's really crazy. It's way beyond my skill level, but in these competitive games, it's intense, and so many people use these ballers, it's kind of expected now. So Fortnite have obviously had to make a big decision on whether they want to keep the ballers in or remove them from these competitive games. games, and let me just read this out to you about actually their choice. So Epic had a choice for the World Cup. Keep ballers that dramatically improve end game server performance, because only half the players need to build in the moving zones, the rest are bouncing around. Very good point. And then remove the ballers, but end games will suffer freezes, teleporting, guns not shooting, builds not placing, storms not visually updating, etc. They chose to keep the ballers because the server's hardware, not code Fortnite's runs on, cannot handle 30 plus players building and fighting during end game rotations. It's exactly what I was saying, how the game just can't handle that. It's not made for that. The game's made for 30 players when we're on like the second, third circle in, not the final ones. It is insane, and for that many players to be in a circle that big is just crazy. If you play Team Rumble, I know I certainly do, then you know that there is a lot of lag that happens, and this is in like big circle spaces. So I think 100% they've made the right decision for this moment of time, while they try maybe improve the hardware to see if it can get any better. I don't know if they can do that or not. Maybe they're just going to have to find different ways to kill off players so that there's not 30 players end game, something or other. I'm sure Fortnite will work it out, but for this moment of time, I know I just said that I don't think ballers should be in competitive. That's for the future. For this moment of time, with the current state of the game, I don't think it's possible to not have ballers in the game, because it would just be an unfair fight basically for the pro players. They put all this effort into it and then they get killed because their mats aren't working properly and they can't build. So very controversial topic, but I do think Fortnite made the right decision there. Obviously, again, let me know in the comments below what you think on that. Are you happy about that? Do you even like the balls? Let me know. I am interested in finding out. But now, while we're kind of on the topic of the World Cup, I do actually want to get into about how a player actually hacked in the qualifiers to try and qualify for the World Cup. Now, this honestly blows my mind, because I know how hard players actually grind and the effort that goes into trying to actually get good at a game. I know a few years back I actually proper grinded Advanced Warfare, and I was trying to get like a pro, I want to say, at that. And yeah, I know the struggle. So for when you're trying that hard into a game, and Fortnite is way more complex than a Call of Duty game, for a player to work that hard to try and get to the World Cup and then you get a hacker come along, yeah, it's frustrating. So let's get into the topic a little bit more. So obviously everyone that qualifies for the World Cup gets about 50k. Now this guy clearly obviously wanted this 50k a lot, and he was actually a member of Team Caliber, so he was even in an organisation. This guy was a player, he was good at the game, but obviously he didn't think he was good enough to get to the World Cup, and he wanted a little help in hand. So he basically found a guy who had these cheat codes for the hacker. The guy sold them to him, he bought them and used them in these qualifiers. So the real question is, well, how did he get caught out? The guy that actually sold him the codes was working very closely with a YouTuber called the Fortnite guy, and the Fortnite guy then posted the YouTube video of this guy using the cheats. So it was completely out there that he hacked and got all of these cheats in the qualifier for the World Cup. Very crazy. Obviously now Team Caliber themselves want nothing to do with him. They've removed him from the organisation, and Fortnite have actually banned him as well. So yeah, very good. Obviously it's quite harsh what's happened to him, but obviously don't cheat. You kind of get what you deserve with that kind of thing. Very crazy, but I'm just glad that this guy got caught out, and hopefully it will prevent more people from trying to do this in the future. So yeah, a lot went on in this video, kind of a variety of different topics that were going on. Obviously if you did enjoy it, then leave a like and subscribe to me for more Fortnite content. But anyway, thank you ever so much for watching this video. See ya.